Good evening, everyone. Rick Billings here. We'll get started here in just a couple minutes. We're going to do a presentation here this evening. I titled it "Building a Solid Stream of Residual Income with ARIIX." You know, your path to senior officer. So as we go through here, if you have some questions, go ahead and you can type them in the questions box. I might wait to the end to answer those questions for you, and so I'm going to try to go through here, and a lot of people have asked, a lot of people on our team, Heshi and stuff like that, said, hey, Rick, kind of explain to people what it takes to get to, certain levels in ARIIX, okay, and the title advancement and so on. So that's what this is going to be. It's not going to be a real long webinar, but we're going to go through here and just kind of explain to people, what it takes to become, a senior officer and beyond, of course, okay? And so we'll start off with the titles here. Now, all this information is available to you on our rixpresentation.com website. It's actually slide 14.1, which means a 14 slide and then go down, and you can print that out, and I'll show you towards the end here. But when you come into ARIIX, they decided in the very beginning to give us titles that are related to business, because this really is a business, versus traditionally in a lot of network marketing companies, they'll use diamonds and blue this and whatever, but they give us business titles. Okay, so you can see here, you start off as a team lead when you earn $25. Okay, and I'll walk you through how you earn and how things get spread out in your business. Okay, and then you go to a senior team lead, the supervisor, $75. Now this is all automatic. Manager, $150. When you earn $200, you're a senior manager, and then when you earn $250, you're a director. Now, director is kind of special because when you earn $250 in a week, that's what triggers our savings bonus, which I'll talk about in a minute here. And so you can see how it goes all the way up to vice president, senior vice president, officer, senior officer, president, CEO, and then chairman level 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually, I think in China, there's a few chairman 7 and 8s already. So it really gets crazy when and some of these people that, have a substantial downline. Okay. And, so these are the levels that we get promoted in ARIIX. Like I said, they're pin levels. So we get pins, okay, awarded to us, and we get recognized at our convention once a year and some of our regional events when people advance. Okay. So really you have to kind of, the goal I tell people is that, kind of look at this and say, what do I want to be making a week? Because this is weekly income, okay? So, do I want to be making $500 a week or $750 or $1,000? And yet, don't set it too high, because you need to start somewhere. I like to tell everybody to set director as your first goal. Okay, set director as your first goal. Get to director, $250 a week. The savings bonus kicks in, and then as you start helping other people in your team that come in get director, you'll see what happens here. Okay, so we're paid on point volume, and most people probably know this, but I just want to put this in here. We're paid, for anybody new, all the products and enrollment packs generate point volume. Okay, so every single product in our company generates point volume. Okay, that people can buy, and there's a collection of everything. I even put the Prime that's coming in June. It's so exciting. Okay, and so and we have several packages. We have a member pack, which is 2 lines, and it generates between 150 and 250 because they've added some packs in there and expanded a few of the member packs. Okay, and 150 points is the minimum to activate a business. Okay. We have to get the boss for $29.95, and the minimum to activate is 150 points. Okay, that's it. And then you go on auto delivery for 75 points a month, or every 4 weeks, I should say. Business packs are 3 lines. They generate 500 points. Okay, when you see business pack, that's 3 lines, 500 points. Elite packs are 4 lines. They generate 1,000 points. And you're going to learn, and I put it on here because it's already, we can see it in our back office, and they'll be maybe make an announcement of an elite pack, an ultimate pack, and that's 6 lines, and that generates 2,000 points. Okay, pretty exciting. So, and the thing that you have to remember is that when you come into the business, you don't get the points from your own auto delivery of the 75 points. but you do get anything that you generate over that yourself. So in other words, if I buy, 200 points for the products in a cycle, okay, 75 for auto delivery, the other 125 I go into my preferred customer bucket and they auto balance my business. And then everybody else for infinity below you, anybody with or depth below you, you get every single point as long as you're active. Every single point you get. So as you start to build a team and people come in with the elite pack, the business pack, eventually the ultimate pack, they're buying products, you have, retail sales, you get all those points just flow right up your line. Okay. And so that's why we build together we have team lines and then you go onto your pay line. Okay. So here's an example of an income position with 4 lines. Okay. So my example will be an income position of 4 lines and a line each week. The line each week with the most volume in it is your power line. You have to have one power line in your business, and all the other lines are your pay lines. And we earn 15% of the point volume on all of our other pay lines. So this example here has 5,000 points on line 1 and 3,500 points on line 2. Okay. So our line 1 is our power line, our line 2 is a pay line, and there's nothing on 3 and 4. Okay, so in this example, you would earn 15% of 3,500, which is 525 points. Okay, so $525 you would earn, I'm sorry. Okay, so we teach people how to go down 2 lines first. Let's go down 2 lines and the reason why we do that is because we get to the bonus money faster. Because as soon as you optimize, you get a income position bonus. Okay. So anyway, this is how that happens. And then, so that when a person achieves that, they'd be a vice president. Okay. And they get that title, they hold that title, they never go backwards. You're at that title, you only go forwards. So you're a vice president forever until you make $750. Okay, so your next goal obviously is to make $750 in a week or $1,000 in a week. Okay, so this is what you should set your target on. You should look and say, where do I want to be? Either by title. Some people say, I want to be a president and walk across the stage. Okay, because it's really, it's achievement. Everybody likes to achieve things in life. The money's great. Okay, and we do things. We need to get the money flowing, but we need to achieve things. And so some people will be competitive within a team. And I think we got a wow event coming up, and there's going to be a lot of exciting things, happening with that. So what happens from that previous example is they take away the 3,500 on line 2, they take away 3,500 on line 1, and they say, wait a minute, you still have 1,500 points in your line 1. We're going to call that carryover volume, and we're going to carry that over to the next week. So your next week starts out with 1,500 on your line 1 and nothing on your line 2 or 3 or 4, okay, in this case. So obviously, as you look at this, your line 1's your power line. And if all of a sudden 4 people come in on your line 2 and they come in with elite packs and that's 4,000 points and nobody's on your line 1 right now, your line 2 is your power line and your line 1 is your pay line. So you'd make 15% of your line 1. So it's dynamically shifting in real time. Depending on if one line gets ahead of the other line, it just shifts. The computer just shifts it and says, okay, that's your power line, this is your pay line. And it really, when you look into your back office, it calculates it automatically. It just takes and says, okay, here's how much you're making. And so it knows, and it's like I said, it's all in real time. So it's pretty neat there. Okay. So as we go forward, I said, let's make our first goal to become a director. Okay. And a person that becomes a director has an average income in ARIIX from our average earnings disclosure, which I'll show you towards the end here, of about $23,000 part-time. Okay. How do you get to director? You get 1,700 points on line 1, 1,700 points on line 2, and you're a director in ARIIX. And now because you made at least $250, $255, 1,700 times 15%. They're equal. So let's just say your 2 is your pay line. 15%, 255. You made an extra 15% of the 255, and they put it into your savings bonus. So now they just give you an extra $38.75. $38.75, and they stuck it in your savings bonus, and they start saving that for you until it gets to $10,000, and then they give you a check. Okay, then they issue it to you once a month. Okay, so a director, you just got to get 1,700 points on either side. So you say, think about it. Well, the elite pack generates 1,000. A business is 500. If I had a elite in a business, no matter who brought them in, me or somebody else in my business, and then I had, a member pack, that's about 1,700. If I had 2 elite packs on either side, that's 2,000 on either side. You're a director. Okay. So it's about getting some synergy and momentum going. Once you start going, just trust me, if you build this business every single day, if you take consistent action, the best way to title advance in this business is be consistent. Okay? Because see, if you push hard for a week or two and then you kind of back off a little bit and just let it settle, it's hard to get that momentum. You push hard, you get a couple people in, you keep recruiting yourself, working with those people, make sure they're plugging into the things they need to do to learn and to advance and to go on. And you keep some momentum going. And it's amazing. It's amazing. Staying in touch with the people that you brought in. Make sure they don't have any questions, that they know they're not just left alone. Okay? So then your second goal, your director. Now your second goal is let's go vice president. So there's a jump. How you do this is you help the people that come in become directors. So when you have 2 directors on your line 1 and 2 directors on your line 2, and they generate 1,700 apiece, that's 3,400. And 3,400. 15% of 3,400 is 510. Now keep in mind, and average income statement says the person's a vice president's making about $48,000 a year. Okay. Now keep in mind that you have to do this in the same week. So you just can't go out and just get a few people and boom, you're there. I mean, some people do that, but not everybody can do that. Okay. So, but once you're going and you have 4 or 5 people underneath you, and maybe there's a team line going down that has 8 or 10 people going underneath you. I mean, I build in a business and I have people in my business that, have 30, 40, 50, 60 people underneath them on their team power line, on that, like that first power line. Okay. Because we teach people to put one person on the power line and then the rest of people on your pay line. If everybody does that, that power line just kind of goes on forever. Okay. So you put one person on line 1. If everybody did that, and 3 people on line 2, and then if you have to go back on line 1, you do. But then the person on line 1, they put one person down there. The people above put their people on line 1. So we keep driving depth there. So becoming a vice president is getting 2 directors on your line 1 and 2 directors on your line 2. Okay. Now to go to your third goal is become an officer. Okay. And make $1,000 in a week. $6,800 times 15% is $1,020. You're an officer in ARIIX. Congratulations. You got to have 2 vice presidents on your left and 2 vice presidents on your right. Now you could have a combination of any amount. You could have 7 elite packs on your line 1 and 7 elite packs on your line 2, and you're a senior officer. Okay. But it's just the goal of building a team and fostering team effort. Help those people that come in, become, director, vice president, officer. If you help enough other people get the title they want, it comes automatic to you. It really does. It has to. It's just the way it works. But you have to work, okay? Average income, when you get to an officer, you kind of shift a little bit, $1,000 a week, and you might be doing full-time. Average officer's at $110,000, okay? Your fourth goal is to become a senior officer, $202,000 full-time. You're really going at it, okay? Now, there's bonuses and all that stuff to make that add up, but that's when you hit 13,334 points. And that's kind of a magical number that you need to memorize. 13,334. 13,334. Because 15% of that is $2,000 for the week. And that is where that line stops. It caps out at $2,000 in payment a week, each pay line. So when you're $2,000, you're a senior officer, you get, two officers on either side of your business. They're generating each 6,800, 6,860 is a little over 13,334. So 13,334 is, we call it in ARIIX, your business is optimized, okay? And now you just hit the bonus pool. You hit the income position bonus. And right now, the average income position bonus is $460. So you made $2,000 plus $460. You made a savings bonus of 15% of $2,000, which is $300. And you made a cost of living of 2%, which is another $40. So you just made about $2,800 when you optimize, and you're a senior officer in the business. And they give you a second income position and a fifth line. It's amazing. Now you say, Rick, they give you another income position, which is kind of another presentation, but they give you a second income position that you can place below yourself, and the volume you build on that flows right up to the line you put it underneath. So you kind of double dip. It creates that synergy and that longevity to your business. It's really, really amazing the way Dr. Cooper developed this compensation plan. And yet it may seem complicated when you start earning money and start to look at this. It really is not that complicated. We earn 15% base commission on our points on all of our pay lines. And then we start getting bonuses, okay? And there are several bonuses that we can get. Okay, so this is like, your fourth gold. And then I always say, once you hit senior officer, you'll know how to go to president and beyond. Okay, once you get to senior officer, you'll know how this works. And then you'll be on to president and CEO and chairman. And people think, well, I'll never get there. The heck you don't. I'll never forget talking to Ping Shi. Okay, Ping Shi is a Chinese lady, speaks very well English, that lives in Michigan. Okay, great gal. I met her down here in Orlando at a big conference we went to about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. And she recruited a girl from Michigan into her business that was from China. She went to college there, and her husband's a professor, actually. And this girl went to college, and she recruited her into her ARIIX business. And this girl graduated and moved back to China and said, I'm going to build this ARIIX business and start building. And Ping, she kind of got excited because she started making some money. So then she went to China herself, and her husband kind of got interested because she was making quite a bit of money. And to make a long story with a lot of details short, Ping Shi got the fastest growing team in all of ARIIX. And don't know exactly how much she's making, but I think she's probably making, between $6,000 to $10,000 a week. Okay. She's already CEO in ARIIX. So she's a CEO in ARIIX. So my point is that, don't think you can't build this business. It just takes effort. It just takes consistency, and it takes passion and desire. Okay. All right. Effort can be desire, but it takes passion. Okay. So you can go to the ARIIX presentation, and on you can see it's slide 14, and 1 means it's going down one page, okay? And this is a presentation I built with Dr. Fred Cooper, and we already have it in 8 languages, okay? If you're not using this, is a great tool to use. And the title sheet can be printed out. So you can just print that out and put it right on your corkboard in your office, your home office. And then the other one is our average earnings statement. And this is for 2013. 2014 hasn't come out. And the numbers I showed you, this is what supports that, okay? And you can share that with people. I mean, this is a good tool to share, your average earnings statement. I mean, this is real money, okay? We are the marketing arm, network marketing. We network with people, and we market for ARIIX, okay? So we're the marketing arm for ARIIX. They don't do any other advertising. They rely on us instead of spending an absorbent amount on like these people do on commercials. And think what the Super Bowl commercial cost. That money had to come from somewhere. That come from their advertising budget. Well, ARIIX says we've adopted the network marketing business model. We want to pay individual people because they can explain our product better. Okay? And that's you and me. And this is so exciting to be in this business. Okay? Now, the other sheet that you can take and print out is on our team website, ARIIX Global Academy. About the middle tab, Path to Success, Building Solid Business is kind of what I showed you there. I kind of put this presentation together this morning when Heshy asked me if I'd do this. And so you can see your path and you can show people, here's your first goal, your second goal, your third goal, your fourth goal. And here's where I'm going to be. And I've got to help people get to these other goals for me to achieve that. Okay? So, and so you can go to the very bottom of the page on this Path to Success and you're able to print this out. Okay? So it resides there. So I hope this helped you. It wasn't a long presentation. I'm going to open it up for questions now. If you have questions, just type them in the questions box and I will take and answer them for you here. Okay, what is the minimum points leg per week you can get paid on? Okay, so $25. Okay, so $25. If we reverse that, let's say we had 150 points there on a power and a pay times 15%. That's $22.50. So let's say if we had about 185 points times 15%, yeah, about 175 points maybe on a line would then trigger you a $25 check. Okay, and obviously everybody should have their direct deposit set up so they can just deposit right in their checking account. Okay, let's see. Yep, Heshy says you never know who's going to enroll people, and you just keep building and building, and sometimes it goes fast, and your team just starts building because other people are in momentum and they're going, and so that's that's a good thing. That's a real good thing. Okay. So just jump out here and ask any questions. I won't call you out by name or nothing like that, but I mean, I just, this was just meant to kind of show you the path. But if you have any questions about anything to do with ARIIX, you can ask them, and I'll be willing to help you with it. Okay, so somebody asked, Heshy asked that about, in our back office, okay, once you buy 75 points. Once you go to 75 points for your auto delivery, ARIIX gives you 2 loyalty products, okay, at an extra 15% off. So that's 45% off every 4 weeks. So you get 2 loyalty products every 4 weeks. If you don't buy them, you lose them, okay? And so you can buy, RestoreX, Rejuvenex, Slenderize at an extra 15% off. And when you do that, obviously it creates more point volume. Okay, so the point volume is created for you, so you're actually getting a little bit more because you're getting that point volume, plus it creates point volume for everybody in your business. Okay, so somebody asked that they want to build the business online, kind of like I do. I build 95% of my business on the internet. Okay, connecting with people. And how do you do that? Well, I never recommend anybody to go 100% online. Because the fact is the online is a long-term strategy because you have to shift into attraction marketing. What does attraction marketing mean in a nutshell? Is you put information out there through, blog posts, through videos, and video is the most powerful thing and is much faster, okay? You put things out there to attract people that are looking for, what we have to offer, okay? And you can do that through product, testimonials, through product recommendations, and through the business side. Okay, and so, but you usually I help people try to figure out they got to do a combination of both. Okay, sometimes people go through and say, okay, I don't have anybody else to talk to, so then they got to shift to online, and then you can do some advertising online, and you can do some free advertising online. There's a lot of free advertising online. It's really not free because it's your time, but it's there. And so, but I can go over that with you. Anybody's interested in these, contact me directly. Okay. Only 1 week out of the month at 13,000 volume is needed to advance. Okay. Only one time, not even out of the month. Okay, so it's only one time that you got to get 13,334 on a pay line and a power line and your senior officer. Okay, so if you had somebody that, you were building and they went, all out and it maxed you out one time and then you never hit it again, you're still senior officer. Okay. So you don't have to do it consecutively. In a previous company, you had to go 4 weeks in a row hitting a title. Nope. You just do it one time here. Okay. Okay. 45% off is big. Yeah, that is big. And, that adds up if you're, taking all of our products here. Okay. Okay, now keep in mind the 75-point auto delivery, okay? No matter how many points you order for personal volume, the computer automatically takes every single point over 75. If you order 77 points for the products, it takes 2 points and puts them into your preferred customer bucket and pays you on them. Okay, the computer does it automatically. So when you order products, don't worry about it. It will take 75 points, will go towards your auto delivery, and everything else goes into your bucket. Okay, and you get paid on it. Is this being recorded? Yes, it is. I'll put it on my Global Success Leaders website. Okay, so I have a Global Success Leaders in the YouTube channel. Okay, so youtube.com/Global Success Leaders. I'll put the video up there probably still tonight, okay, because it's not that late. Okay, another question here. Okay, somebody asked me to mention auto balancing. Yeah, auto balancing, auto balancing ARIIX has a patent on. And it's real interesting because, what auto balancing done, Fred, Mark, Jeff Riley, the owners, of ARIIX and Deanna, they're trying to change the mindset within the industry. And it takes some time to do that. And they've introduced a lot of different things. And you're going to see something at the WOW event that really is, amazing. I don't know if they're going to totally introduce the third patent that's on the compensation plan, but it will come shortly here, okay? But, the thing about auto balancing is that it opens up the recruitment of people that don't want to build a network marketing company like maybe a chiropractor or a weight loss coach that says, I don't want to build this business, but I'd love to sell your SlenderX. I'll buy a 10 pack at a time of SlenderX. I'll buy 20 at a time, whatever, because I can make $70 profit on it. I'll buy that all day long, okay? So it opens up for those people to buy volume. So say you got a chiropractor who buys 2 cases every 4 weeks. That's 1,000 points. Those 1,000 points, he's active with the 75 points rate. Those 1,000 points automatically balance in his, say he went with 4 lines. They automatically balance in his 4 lines and he gets paid commission automatically. So he makes retail profit plus the commission on those 1,000 points automatically, and he doesn't have to recruit people. Okay, so they've taken his business model and said, hey, people could come in and just resell our products and still get paid commission besides the retail profit. That's huge. And we have a patent on that. It's patent pending, meaning that other companies cannot do that. Okay, that's powerful. That's really powerful. Okay. Okay, I'm reading down some of the questions here. Keep asking them. I'll stay here as long as you want. Can I explain the gold status? Yeah, I didn't, what that means about the business, okay? Yes, the gold status, okay? So here's how the gold status works. Statistics say when you get off to a fast start in your business, you have an increased chance of success. Okay, and Dr. Cooper's got a dual PhD, he's a mathematical statistician, and so he's a numbers guy. He knows this. Okay, so they say, okay, sponsor 4 people in your first 8 weeks of business, and you'll become gold status. Okay, well, when you do that, we want to give you some benefits. So here's some benefits. We're going to say your first 3 levels of matching bonus are going to be open for life, meaning that everybody you sponsor, you earn 15% on. Everybody they sponsor, you earn 10% on. Everybody those people sponsor on the 3rd generation, you earn 5% on. We're going to just unlock those 3 levels for life. The rest of the levels, you have to hit a certain income goal per week to open them up. And you do as you build your business, okay? And then there's some other benefits that they have down the road at conventions and stuff like that. If you don't hit gold status It's not the end of the world. You just have to maintain the sponsorship of 4 people to unlock and get those benefits, unlock those 3 levels of matching bonus. Okay, so they're saying, okay, well, you went along, you only got 2 people, and you didn't get gold status. That's still good, but to unlock the 3 generations of matching bonus, you got to sponsor 2 more people. Okay, if somebody quits, you got to sponsor somebody else. And as you're building and you're a builder, you'll do that. Okay, it'll happen. But if you do it in your first 8 weeks, it's done. You'd never worry about it again in your gold status. Okay, so that's kind of the difference between gold status and the benefits. And there'll be other benefits as they go along down the road. They just had a requalification for gold status, which is kind of very rare, but they did. Okay. Yeah, the other part of the gold status, I guess the gold status kind of leads you into the team lead bonus, and obviously this is kind of expanding into the the pay plan and stuff like that, but that's okay. The team lead bonus is one of the bonuses to get to, and what that is they say when you sponsor 4 people in the business, those 3 of those people's auto delivery 75, 75, and 75 totals 225. And if you earn 15% of that, that's 3650. Okay? So you get 3650. I believe that's 36 or 3375, either one. And we're going to give you a team lead bonus of 3650. And because you're a 2X, and if you're a 2X member, which is what you get automatically in the business pack and elite pack and ultimate pack, okay, but it's optional in the member pack, you're a 2X membership, we're going to double that bonus. All the bonuses are doubled when you're a 2X member, okay? And you buy that in the very beginning, okay? It comes with the packs, like I just said. And so we're going to give you another $36.50. So that totals $106.25, and that $106.25 covers your 4-week auto delivery. So by getting 4 people into the business and keeping those people active, and then shifting and helping those 4 people as you're going to director, helping those 4 people get their 4 people. So those 4 get their 4. Now you got 16 people there, okay? So you got 4 to 16. Now your products are paid for and you're making some more, you're making more money, obviously, on top of that. But the team lead bonus helps you cover your product costs if you just ever get 4 people. And then those 16 people, we want to help those 16 people get their 4, and there's 64 people. Folks, this is powerful. It's about building a team and helping other people get what they want. As Zig Ziglar says, you'll get what you want. Okay? Okay, what is the best information to give somebody that you're telling about the business on the team? Okay? Well, there's a few different things you can do. I would recommend the Advisor magazine is one option. I happen to have created it with Mark Wilson. Okay, the Advisor magazine. You can get them in your back office. We did it about 10 months ago or so. They're $1 each. You can get a 10-pack for $10. I still think they have them in stock. I don't know if they're going to make a second volume of that yet, but they'll keep coming out with stuff. But that's a great thing because it shares the entire business with them, everything about the business. Okay, it's a great tool. Okay, we do have some, website tools and stuff like that. I would get with the person that, brought you in and kind of keep going up the upline and see who was one of the leaders in the upline. And, or you can contact me directly and I can help you with maybe an online tool that you can utilize to show people and stuff like that. So it's, everybody builds a business just a little bit differently. And, there are, the Advisor magazine would be a main one. We don't really send them to the ARIIX company website because it's going through a restructuring right now. It's kind of what they launched with in the beginning. Soon it'll be a really nice site and you'll have an opportunity site, a version of that you can send people to. Okay. So that's coming. It's amazing because ARIIX has expanded so fast. I mean, they're doing $3 million a week approximately right now. We're in, 15, 16 countries. And the reason why that's happening is because Fred Cooper, Mark Wilson, Jeff Yates, Riley Timmer, and Deanna have been doing this for 15 years, along with Winhan and Ian Chandler. Winhan Zhang and Ian Chandler. Those 7 owners have been doing this business for 15, 18 years. So they didn't just start a new company 3 years ago. They hit the ground running with a new business company 3 years ago. And so they've expanded, and we're becoming one of the fastest growing companies in all of network marketing. Okay. And Asia Pacific is growing quite a bit faster than North America is. So we got to kind of turn it on here in North America. And, so there's just a tremendous opportunity, and our pay plan pays more than anybody. Mark Wilson has always said, I'll put Fred Cooper against any other compensation plan in the entire industry. I will put him up against anybody to debate him that our compensation plan pays out more than anybody else's. I mean, Fred's a genius in this. He wrote a book on it, on compensation plans. He was hired in his previous company that when he left, he was a president of. It was publicly traded, $550 million company. And he, and Mark was there, and Jeff was there. Jeff was the CFO. So anyway, I don't want to get deterred here, but it's, there's a lot of great material that you can, share with people. Can I put a YouTube link in the box, Joe? Let me type YouTube link. www.youtube.com/global GCCESS leaders. That's where the video will be. If you've seen that show up, I don't know if that showed up to everybody. YouTube.com/global success leaders. Okay. When will they send the code? The code for the WOW event should go out tomorrow. Okay. If you haven't got it by, mid-afternoon, I would be calling them again. Okay. Will there be an overview DVD? I think they're working on some videos and kind of, some information that people can share, because the company's getting to a point. They had a big goal in 2014 to do certain things. In 2015 is continuing on with that, and they're hiring more people, and they've hired some marketing people to create more internal marketing things and stuff like that. So I think, overall, when I look back at my other company that they ran, I mean, we had DVDs, we had tons of, several different DVDs, we had books, we had flyers, we had brochures. I mean, ARIIX will be there. We'll be there with so many different things. Okay. And so in up until this point, they've let us leadership in the field create these things. So I have 275 videos on my YouTube channel, 275. Okay, and they're about all kinds of different stuff. And you can go to ARIIX, youtube.com/ARIIX corporate. And if you just go to our team website, the ARIIX global site, Global Academy, on the right-hand side, I put all those links there. So they're all the links to their Twitter account. I'd subscribe to their Twitter, to their YouTube account. You need to subscribe to everything and just not get consumed too much with it, but just stay abreast of the things that are happening. Okay. And so, because there's just a lot of stuff going on. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Kathy. It's funny. People say, everybody has a learning curve. And let me just tell you a little story here. When I heard that Fred, Mark, Jeff, and Riley left USANA, okay, the company I was with, okay, Lynn's my sponsor. Lynn Allen Johnson's my sponsor. We've worked closely together, and she's at Sonovy, okay, and so don't know how it went, but next thing you know, we're texting back and forth, and I'll never forget the day. It was May 16, 2011, and Fred, Jeff, Riley, and we heard they left USANA. And so I've been in business my entire life, and I say, 4 Section 16 employees don't leave a publicly traded company for some odd reason. They just don't leave it. And all this in our publicly traded, so you can see what they left on the table with their stock options. It was millions. Okay. And so we're saying, what's going on? What's going on? And so Lynn's texted me and she says, I'm not coming back to Orlando. I'm flying to Fred's house. And so she detours her trip back from Sonovy, which is in Baja, Mexico, to Fred's house. And Fred's telling her what's going on. And so she's driving back, she's flying back in a plane, and I've just been teaching her how to Skype. And so she's got internet on the plane, and she's Skyping me. And by the time she landed, I had a presentation put together. I said, is this how the compensation plan works? And so anyway, but because we knew that it was just something that we were going to be with them. And so the point is we started marketing this business, 6 weeks before it ever launched, before it ever opened, because my other company found out that we talked to them and they terminated us. So my back office got shut off of my previous company. I thought, well, geez, I thought that was my business. And it wasn't, because in the fine print said they could terminate you. And that's the sad thing, is because people in the industry don't know that probably 9 out of 10 people could be terminated. Their network marketing company could go retail. They could terminate for no just cause. My company, I couldn't fight a $550 million company. Lynn got terminated. A lot of people got terminated from the previous company. Okay. So I just said, hey, you terminate me, I'm just going to build the business. So we started building. So I've been in this day one every single day building this business. So the things that I'm talking about are very natural to me. I feel so because I'm involved in it. And as you continue to, it goes from your head to your heart, and you just know that this is the business you want to be in for the rest of your life, to create that residual income that you could someday will to your children, or maybe become in the Founders Club in ARIIX and share in the profit of the company forever, not for your lifetime, forever, meaning multiple generations. Because ARIIX is going to be, Fred wants to be up there with Amway and Avon. He wants to be one of the 3 A's. It will be ARIIX, Amway, Avon, in that order. He was, and Amway is a $13+ billion company. And so the things that we have to do to get to that point, and everybody's here right now when hardly nobody knows. When we say hardly nobody knows, out of 300 million in sales last week, U.S. only represented maybe 25% of that, and Asia did 75%, and Japan. So we got some work cut out for us. Okay. So as you continue to build this business, just like anything in life, you'll learn all this stuff. You just consume it. I can tell you today, I watched 2 motivational videos. Every day I try to watch something motivational, educational. I will quit learning when I'm 6 feet under. Okay. I love learning things. Okay. And making and becoming better at things. Okay. Because then you can help other people. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let me see if we get some more questions here. Thank you. Okay. Great. Okay. Let's see. When people are, somebody asked a question about, the pack sizes and why would you buy a bigger pack versus why would you just come with 150 points? Okay. Our goal is to optimize. So we don't want to be selfish at all, but we do want to get to that senior officer position, which is 13,334 points. Okay. So, let's look at the return on investment. Let's say, okay, you invest $1,300 into an elite pack. Okay. And when you sign 4 people up with the elite pack, which is 1,000 points, you make $200 fast start bonus. You make it automatic the next week. Somebody says, I need money right now. Go sign up some elite packs. You get $200 cash next week. No matter if you got people on your lines and your other lines or not, you sign them up, you get $200 cash. But when you'll get $200 on those 4, that's $800, and you earn another $450 in commission, plus some savings bonus, and plus a team lead bonus, plus the cost of living increase. You got more than your $1,300 back. If people would only open up their mind, I don't mean us, I mean other people, as we educate people. If they just look at this and say, all the people in the world that need money right now, with 10,000 baby boomers hitting age 65 every single year for the next 10 years. And the average baby boomer retires with $88,000 in their bank account. At 5% best, that's only $200 or $300 in interest. They can't live on that. They're going to spend their way out of it. If you want to make $60,000 a year, you got to have $1.2 million in the bank, making 5%. And we know we don't make that in the bank money. It has to be invested to make 5%. $1.2 million to make just $60,000 in interest to live off of. People say, well, I got $1.2 million. You're going to spend it. You're going to spend it. Okay. My point is that so many people need to know what we are. Come in with an elite pack, $1,300, get 4 people, just 4 people. You got your money back. Help those 4 people get 4 people. And now you're rolling. There's 16 people. You'll be a senior officer before you know it. Okay. By getting the biggest pack, you get the most lines right now, except for the ultimate pack that's coming. And I think they're going to let everybody upgrade, whoever wants to. So don't worry about that if you got a different pack. Okay. But the thing about it is that you can take and experience all the products. I mean, I take everything. I don't trust my doctor. I hate to tell you, I hope there's no doctors in here, but I don't trust them only spending 45 minutes with me, every 6 months or a year. Now, I go to physical once a year, and yeah, they do blood work and stuff like that, but I'm going to take care of my body. I was given one body to live in, and I want to make sure my house is all in order, meaning my body, okay, that I live in, okay? So I'm going to take everything at the highest level I can and afford to do that to maintain good health, okay? I kind of got detoured, but I get pretty passionate about this, okay? Because it's, if people would only understand, I need money, I can't do it. Just open your mind to how you can network, how you can share, how you can help market the products we have, the business opportunity we have with other people. There's so many things that my uncle, he did that stuff. Oh, Jimmy, you're I forgot the person that said it, but you're going to be as good as the 5 or 6 people you surround yourself with. So if you surround yourself with people that are dead broke, not making any money, and have negative ideas, that's what your life's going to be like. But it's your choice. It's your decision. Get out of that situation, okay? Everybody can decide anything they want to do. When I was 24 years old, I went $267,000 in debt buying my first business. It was a home studio. I had $0 to put down, 0. But I was a master photographer at age 24. I mastered my craft, and I had a great mentor. And I had 2 mortgages on the house, and I had 2 mortgages on the business. I went to 16 banks, believe it or not. And the 16th one said, hey, I think you can do this. Okay? I was very passionate about it. And then the owner of the photography business in Omaha, Nebraska, took a second on the business, a second on the house, and me and my wife, just got married a year before, went $267,000 in debt. And I'm trucking along, and I'm going along. And my peers said, you'll never make it. You know what I said? Watch me. Watch me. That's all I said. How can anybody else ever determine what I can do in life or what you can do in life? Nobody can. Nobody can. People can influence you if you let them. But I learned early on that I'm a rhinoceros. And rhinoceroses have skin 2 inches thick. And they don't let stuff bother them. And they keep going forward, charging forward. And nothing gets in their way. And those cows are in the pasture saying, I'll do that someday. I'll do that. I'll build that business or whatever. And I'm just going forward. And the peers that said, you'll never make it, I said, watch me. And I surpassed everybody in the photography industry in the Midwest and built one of the largest studios in the Midwest, having 27 employees, doing about $1.7 million. And then I lost it all on the internet. Well, other story. Anyway, I'm just saying is that you can do anything you want to do if you want to do it. And so people just need to open their mind. And a big part of this business is just educating other people. And you need to use the tools to do that. And there's tools out there. I mean, I can tell you that, Eric Worre created a great movie and a documentary. You can find it at risemovie.com, and you can rent it. And it's a great tool. It educates people, a 52-minute movie on the industry. And he did a beautiful job. It's got 25 major players in it. And all it does is educates people on the industry. That's all it does. Okay, let me shift here a little bit here. Some more questions come in. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Kathy, you said name again. Was that Eric? You meant Eric Worre, the one I just said, Eric Worre, risemovie.com. If you want to educate people that don't know anything about the industry, you can actually, rent this. He has DVDs. You can actually get the DVDs from him. Okay. And you can share a DVD. And it's a 52-minute documentary that he spent 10 months creating. And it's, in my opinion, the best thing out there right now. Okay. To educate people that don't know anything about network marketing. Okay. And so, to tell you my mindset, I've watched it 5 times. I haven't. I've watched it 5 times. You say five, because you get something every time. Repetition. It's repetition. I want to learn something. I put it on that little card and I stick it in my wallet. I got cards on my desk here. Hear that? They're like playing cards. These are things that I want to learn. I put them on a playing card. I put them on a card. I carry them around with me. I read them. I memorize them. And that's how I learn things. The inviting formula. Tim Zell's inviting formula. Maybe a recruiting, the steps in recruiting and stuff like that. So anyway, okay. Yeah, it's just risemovie.com is what it is. You can go see it. I think he's got it open. They were doing a author 52. Well, in the Rise movie, just so you know, it has Robert Kiyosaki in it. It has Paul Zane Pilzer in it. It has which Paul Zane Pilzer gives a great example of technology and how technology is displacing people. I'll just give you that little scenario because I can go forever. If you stay on, you're on here, you listen to it. I kind of cut the recording off early or whatever. But Paul Zane Pilzer is economist for 2 presidents, and he talks about displaced unemployment. Now think about displaced unemployment. What does that mean? That means people are displaced and they're unemployed. So he gives an example. He says, we got this table right here, and this is called Pilzer Island. Okay, just imagine this is Pilzer Island. There's 10 families on this island. Okay, and their husband and wife and children. And the husbands go out. All 10 husbands go out every day. The men go out every day, and they fish. And they catch enough fish to feed the family. Okay, and so they're going along, and they're fishing. All of a sudden, a missionary comes with a net, and he gives them a net. And this is new technology. So now it only takes 2 people to catch the same amount of fish as 10 people. One person to drive the boat and one person to throw the net out and bring all the fish in. They catch the same amount of fish for the whole entire island. So they got a problem. They got 80% unemployment because the other 8 people, they don't have nothing to do. So you got displaced unemployment. And that's what's happening in America. Technology, this net, is his example of technology. It's not technology, but it's his example of technology. Okay, so now these 8 people that are employed, they have to maybe become a doctor, and he's going to keep everybody healthy. One's going to help build houses and stuff like that, or huts or whatever. Okay, the point being is that yes, some things get better, but there's still a certain amount of people that are unemployed and maybe unemployable. And that's what's happening in America, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, is that these people are getting displaced and there's not a massive retraining of people, which is what we could do with network marketing. Network marketing is the perfect vehicle to retrain people. Retrain people that got displaced, but they got to be willing to be retrained. Now, if they're too lazy, they want to be a couch potato, whatever, that's another story. But there are a large percentage that want to be retrained. Look at the percentage of college kids coming out of college. You know that it's upwards of 70%, 64%, I believe it is, that take more than 5 years to graduate. 4 years to graduate. It takes them 5 years to graduate. 64%. 70% of high school graduates move back home because they can't find a job. I talked to a young man recently that went to 4 years of college, racked up a good debt, and he's making $22,000 a year in a job that he doesn't like. Okay, and I'm working with him a little bit. My point is that our young people are displaced for employment. I mean, this is the perfect business for anybody that wants to open their mind and accept what we have and then start getting passionate about it and start learning how to do this business. Okay, let's see who made it. Who made the documentary? I think Jeannie's asking. Eric Worre. If you're not a subscriber to Eric Worre, Network Marketing Pro, do me a favor. You got to. I mean, this just for motivation. He makes a video every single day of the week. During the week, I put Network Marketing. I'm typing it in here. Marketing Pro. Just subscribe. You don't buy it from. Just subscribe to go to his website and get on his mailing list, and you'll get a video sent to you every day. And he is so motivational. He was a very extremely successful network marketer, making millions of dollars a year. He's give up the network marketing, being in network marketing, and shifted to creating tools and to motivating people. He put on one of the biggest events in Las Vegas. I watched it online, okay, and it's already sold out for next year. And it had like 8,000 people at it, okay? And so he's very successful and a good guy to follow. A lot of great people to follow, but he just does some good inspirational things. And he has stuff he'll try to say. You don't have to buy anything. You can just watch the videos that he has. And he created the Rise movie, okay, and spent a lot of money doing that and has some major names in it, okay? Eric Worre. Eric, somebody asked me to write his name down. Eric, W-O-R-R, Worre. Okay. Yeah, Kathy, it is sad that kids graduate and there's no jobs. But I tell you what, they can get into network marketing. And I follow kids on Facebook. There's a couple groups. I mean, we got a big group in ARIIX. And if you've seen, Duke Tupton's team, Duke Tupton he's one of the top income earners in ARIIX. He's 28, I believe, right now. He sports a Bentley and a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. He's got like 8 he's got like 6 or 7 cars. He has over 10 team members that have Bentleys, 3 Bentleys, Ferrari, 2 Lamborghinis, these GX, whatever there are, they're $100,000+ cars. He's got 10 of his leaders that have these cars because these young kids would rather have a car. They'd rather sleep in a car than have a house. But they help each other and they get this movement going. And it's like a movement. It's exciting to watch. It's exciting to watch. Very motivational to watch because they're educating a group of kids that get it. And eventually that will spread. It just will. With social media and stuff like that, it will spread. But I tell you what, you can have anything you want, just how bad you want it. Okay, what are you willing to do? Okay, let's see. Any other questions? Okay, I mean, I can go on and on. If you don't, if you have any more questions, type them in there. Other than that, I don't want to keep you on too long. This is only designed to be a kind of a short overview of the webinar, but I'll answer questions because a lot of times people don't have the chance to ask a lot of questions. I'm available. I do this business all the time, every day, and I'm always available to talk to people on a team. So you can reach out to me anytime. But thank you for joining us this evening. I hope it helped you. Global Success Leaders YouTube channel, and you can review it there and watch it again and access it and stuff like that. And I'll check with Lynn and see if she wants to put it on another team's site or not. Well, thanks for attending, everyone, and good night. Thank you.